Ladies and gentlemen, the topic of our discussion is I am rich, I abundant. Money affirmations for prosperity, happiness and wealth. Now let us embark on this journey of understanding and revelation together. First and foremost, I want you to understand that the words I am are the most powerful in any language. They are your self-definition, your concept of self. Whatever follows, I am shapes your reality. So when you declare, I am rich and abundant, you are setting in motion a divine principle that cannot fail to manifest in your world. You see, my dear friends, the universe is mental. It is responsive to your thoughts and feelings. Your consciousness is the only reality. What you perceive as your physical reality is nothing more than an outward picture of your inner assuming. Therefore, to change your world, you must change your concept of self. Now let us delve deeper into this principle. When you say, I am rich and abundant, you are not merely repeating words. You are making a declaration to the universe. You are impressing your subconscious mind with a new concept of self. And your subconscious mind, being impersonal, will accept this new concept and begin to work tirelessly to bring it into manifestation. But remember, it's not enough to simply say the words. You must feel the truth of them. You must live from the end. What do I mean by this? I mean that you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must feel now what you would feel if you were already rich and abundant. Imagine for a moment that you are indeed rich and abundant. How would you feel? Would you feel secure, confident, generous? Allow yourself to fully embody these feelings. For it is the feeling that gives life to your words. It is a feeling that impresses your subconscious mind. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, I'm not rich. I have bills to pay. I have debts. How can I feel rich when my current reality shows me otherwise? And to this I say, your current reality is nothing but the harvest of your past thoughts and feelings. It has no power over your future unless you give it power by continuing to dwell on it. Instead, I urge you to live in the end. Make your future dream a present fact by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. For assumption, though false to the outer world, if persisted in, will harden into fact. Let me share with you a principle that has transformed countless lives. It's called the law of reversibility. This law states that if a certain state produces a certain outer condition, then that outer condition must, in turn, produce that state. In other words, if feeling rich produces wealth, then wealth must produce the feeling of being. Now here's the cake. You don't have to wait for the outer condition to feel the inner state. You can start now. You can feel rich now, regardless of your current bank balance. And as you persist in this feeling, you will begin to see your outer world change to match your inner state. This, my friends, is the true secret of wealth creation. It's not about working harder or smarter. It's about changing your concept of self. It's about embodying the state of wealth and abundance now, in your imagination. Remember, your imagination is the gateway to the subconscious. What you imagine with feeling, your subconscious accepts as reality. And once your subconscious accepts something as reality, it begins to work day and night to bring it into manifestation. Do you imagine yourself as rich and abundant? Can you feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with true wealth? Can you walk through your day, interact with others, make decisions from the standpoint of being wealthy? If you can do this, if you can live in the end, feeling the reality of being rich and abundant now, then I tell you truly, wealth and abundance must come to you. It is law. Now let's talk about the power of affirmations. When you say, I'm rich and abundant, you are not trying to convince yourself of something that isn't true. You are declaring a spiritual truth. You are aligning yourself with the infinite abundance of the universe. You see, abundance is your natural state. The universe is infinitely abundant. And you, being one with the universe, are also infinitely abundant. Any lack you perceive in your life is simply a misalignment with your true nature. By affirming, I'm rich like abundant, you are realigning yourself with your true nature. You are claiming your divine inheritance. you are stepping into the flow of universal abundance. But remember, affirmations are not magic spells. They're not about repeating words mindlessly. They're about feeling the truth of the words. They're about embodying the state you desire. When you say, I am rich or abundant, feel the truth of it in every cell of your body. Feel the excitement, the gratitude, the joy of being rich and abundant. Let this feeling permeate your entire being. And as you do this, watch how your world begins to change. Watch how opportunities for wealth creation begin to appear in your life. Watch how your relationship with money transforms. You see, when you truly feel rich and abundant, you begin to make decisions from a place of abundance rather than lack. You begin to see opportunities where before you saw only obstacles. You begin to attract people and circumstances that align with your new concept of self. Now let's address a common misconception. Many people believe that to be spiritual, one must reject material wealth. They believe that money is somehow unspiritual or dirty. But I tell you that such beliefs are not based on truth. They are based on a misunderstanding of the nature of the universe. The universe is abundant. Nature is abundant. Look at a single apple tree producing hundreds of apples, each containing multiple seeds, each seed capable of producing another tree. This is the nature of the universe. And you, being one with the universe, are meant to experience this abundance in all areas of your life, including your finances. Money is simply a symbol of exchange. It is a tool. And like any tool, can be used for good or ill, but the tool itself is neutral. It is our consciousness that gives it meaning. When you declare, I am rich and abundant, you are not being greedy or materialistic. You are aligning yourself with the natural abundance of the universe. You are preparing yourself to be a channel through which abundance can flow, not just for yourself, but for others as well. For true wealth is not about hoarding. It's about flow. It's about giving as well as receiving. When you are truly rich and abundant, you have more to give. You have more resources to make a positive impact in the world. So I urge you, let go of any guilt or shame you may feel about desiring wealth. Embrace your desire for abundance. For in doing so, you're embracing your true nature. Now, let's talk about the importance of persistence. You see, when you begin to affirm, I am rich and abundant, you may not see immediate results in your outer world. Your bank account may not instantly overflow. But do not be discouraged. Remember, you are working with law. Just as a farmer doesn't plant a seed and expect to harvest the next day, you must give your new concept of self time to bear fruit. The seed has been planted in your subconscious mind. Your job now is to nurture it, to water it with your continued assumption, your continued feeling of being rich and abundant. This is where many people fail. They start with enthusiasm, affirming their new state. But when they don't see immediate results, they give up. They revert to their old concept of self, their old patterns of thinking and feeling. But I tell you this, persistence is key. You must persist in your new assumption until it hardens into fact. You must live from your desired state, regardless of appearances, until your outer world conforms to your inner conviction. Remember, your outer world is nothing but a reflection of your inner state. It may take time for your outer world to catch up with your new inner state. But if you persist, if you remain faithful to your new concept of self, your outer world must change. It's law. So I ask you, can you persist in the assumption that you are rich and abundant, even when your senses deny it? Can you continue to feel wealthy and prosperous, even when your bank account says otherwise? Can you live from the end, feeling the joy and gratitude of being rich and abundant, even before it manifests in your physical reality? If you can do this, if you can persist in your new assumption, then I promise, your world will change. Your reality will reshape itself to match your inner conviction. Now, let's discuss another important aspect of manifesting wealth and abundance. Detachment. This may seem paradoxical. How can you desire wealth and abundance and yet be detached from it? But this detachment is crucial to your success. You see, attachment creates resistance. when you are overly attached to a specific outcome, when you are constantly checking to see if it has manifested, you are actually pushing it away. You are coming from a place of lack, of not having, which contradicts your affirmation of abundance. Instead, cultivate a state of calm knowing. Know that you are rich and abundant, not because you see it in your bank account, but because it is your true nature. Know that wealth is flowing to you through you and from you, not because you need it to be happy, but because it is the natural expression of who you are. This detachment allows you to live joyfully in the present moment, rather than constantly projecting into a future where you will finally be rich. When you can be happy and content now, regardless of your external circumstances, you open yourself up to receive even more abundance. Remember, the universe responds to your vibration, your state of being. When you vibrate at the frequency of lack and need, you attract more experiences that match that vibration. But when you vibrate at the frequency of abundance and gratitude, you attract experiences that match that higher vibration. So I urge you, as you affirm, I am rich and abundant, so from a place of calm knowing, of joyful detachment, know that you are aligning yourself with your true nature and trust that the outer manifestation will follow in divine timing. Now, let's delve deeper into the concept of money itself. Many of you may have negative associations with money. Perhaps you've been taught that money is the root of all evil, or that rich people are inherently greedy or unspiritual. These beliefs, whether conscious or subconscious, can create resistance to the very abundance you're trying to manifest. So let's reframe our understanding of money. Money, in its essence, is simply energy. It's a tool for exchange, a symbol of value. Like any tool, it can be used for good or ill, depending on the consciousness of the user. When you affirm, I am rich abundant, you're not just calling for more pieces of paper or numbers in a bank account. You're aligning yourself with the energy of abundance, with the free flow of value and resources. Imagine money as a river of abundance. This river is always flowing, always abundant. The only question is, are you standing in this river, allowing it to flow to you and through you, or are you standing on the shore, watching it flow by? When you truly embody the state of being rich and abundant, you're stepping into this river. You're allowing abundance to flow to you, through you and from you. You become a conduit for abundance, not just a receiver of it. This understanding transforms your relationship with money. Instead of seeing it as something scarce that you need to hoard, you see it as an abundant resource that flows freely when you're in alignment with it. So I ask you, can you release your old limiting beliefs about money? Can you see it as the tool of abundance that it truly is? Can you step into the river of abundance, allowing it to flow freely in your life? As you contemplate these questions, I want you to really feel into the state of being rich and abundant. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself surrounded by abundance in all forms, not just money, but love, health, opportunities, experiences. Feel the joy, the freedom, the security that comes with true abundance. Now open your eyes. Carry this feeling with you throughout your day. Let it inform your thoughts, your words, your actions. For this feeling is the key to manifesting the abundance you desire. Let's now talk about the role of gratitude in manifesting wealth and abundance. Gratitude is a powerful force that aligns you with the frequency of abundance. When you're truly grateful, you're acknowledging that you already have enough, that you're already abundant. This might seem counterintuitive. You might think, but if I'm grateful for what I have, won't that prevent me from receiving more? Not at all. In fact, the opposite is true. Gratitude opens you up to receive even more abundance. You see, the universe responds to your dominant thoughts and feelings. When you're constantly focused on what you lack, you're vibrating at the frequency of lack, and you attract more experiences of lack. But when you're grateful for what you have, you're vibrating at the frequency of abundance, and you attract more experiences of abundance. So as you affirm, I am rich and abundant, do so from a place of deep gratitude. Be grateful for the abundance you already have in your life, no matter how small it may seem. Be grateful for the abundance that is on its way to you. Be grateful for your ability to co-create with the universe. This gratitude will amplify your affirmations, making them even more powerful. It will align you more fully with the state of being rich and abundant. Now let's address another important aspect of manifesting wealth and abundance. Action. Some people misunderstand the law of assumption, thinking that if they simply assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, they can sit back and wait for abundance to magically appear in their lives. But this is not how the law works. Yes, assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is crucial. But this assumption should inspire and guide your actions, not replace them. When you truly embody the state of being rich and abundant, you will naturally be inspired to take actions that align with this state. You'll make different decisions, see different opportunities, interact with people differently. For example, someone who truly feels rich and abundant might be inspired to start a business, invest in themselves or others, or give generously to causes they believe in. They might be drawn to learn more about wealth creation, to network with successful people, or to upgrade their skills. The key is that these actions come from a place of inspired action, not desperate action. They come from a place of abundance, not lack. They are a natural expression of your new state of being, not a struggle to make something happen. So as you embody the state of being rich and abundant, what inspired actions are you drawn to take? What opportunities are you now seeing that you might have overlooked before? How are you showing up differently in your work, your relationships, your daily life? Remember, these actions don't need to be grand or dramatic. Small, consistent actions taken from a place of abundance can lead to profound changes over time. Now let's talk about the concept of circulation. In nature, everything circulates. Air circulates, water circulates, energy circulates, wealth is no different. It's meant to circulate, to flow. Many people, when they start to accumulate some wealth, hold on to it tightly out of fear of losing it. But this tight grip actually constricts the flow of abundance. It comes from a mindset of scarcity, not abundance. When you truly embody the state of being rich and abundant, you understand that wealth is meant to flow. You're not afraid to spend money on things that bring you joy or add value to your life. You're not afraid to invest in yourself or others. You're not afraid to give generously. This doesn't mean being reckless or wasteful. It means trusting in the abundant nature of the universe. It means knowing that as you allow wealth to flow out, you open yourself up to receive even more. Think of it like breathing. You need to exhale to make room for the next inhale. In the same way, allowing wealth to flow out creates space for more to flow in. Like, can you allow wealth to circulate more freely in your life? How can you loosen your grip on money, trusting in the abundant flow of the universe? As we continue our exploration of wealth and abundance, let's discuss the importance of self-worth. You see, your external reality is a reflection of your internal state. If you don't believe you're worthy of wealth and abundance, you'll subconsciously sabotage your efforts to create it. Many people have deep-seated beliefs that they're not good enough, not smart enough, or not deserving enough to be truly wealthy. These beliefs often stem from childhood experiences or societal conditioning. But I tell you this, these beliefs are not the truth of who you are. You are a divine being, created in the image and likeness of God. You are inherently worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. Your worth is not determined by your bank account, your job title, your possessions. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and in it. So as you affirm I'm rich, abundant, also affirm your inherent worth. Know that you are deserving of wealth and abundance simply because you exist. Know that the universe delights in your joy and wants to support your highest good. This sense of self-worth will magnify the power of your affirmations. It will allow you to fully embody the state of being rich and abundant without self-doubt or self-sabotage. Now, let's address a common concern. Some of you might be thinking, but Neville, what about the less fortunate? Isn't it selfish to focus on my own wealth and abundance when there's so much poverty in the world? This is a beautiful question, and it speaks to your compassionate nature. But I want you to consider, your impoverishment does not enrich anyone else. Your lack does not alleviate anyone else's lack. In fact, the opposite is true. When you embody the state of being rich and abundant, you become better equipped to help others. You have more resources to share, more knowledge to impart, more opportunities to create. Your abundance can become a blessing to many. Moreover, you demonstrate that it's possible to create wealth and abundance through the power of your imagination and assumption. You inspire others to do the same. You become a living example of what's possible, igniting hope and possibility in those around you. Remember, abundance is not a zero-sum game. There's more than enough for everyone. By claiming your abundance, you're not taking away from anyone else. You're simply aligning yourself with the infinite abundance of the universe. So I urge you, embrace your desire for wealth and abundance without guilt. Know that as you prosper, you become better equipped to contribute to the prosperity of others. Now, as we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to address the concept of divine timing. Some of you may be wondering, how long will it take for my affirmations to manifest? When will I see the results? The truth is, there's no set timeline for manifestation. The seed you plant in your subconscious mind will germinate and grow in divine timing. Your job is not to worry about when or how your desire will manifest, but to remain faithful to your assumption. Remember, time is a construct of the human mind. In the realm of spirit, where all creation takes place, there is no time. Your desire is already fulfilled in the spiritual realm. Your job is to align your consciousness with this spiritual reality until it manifests in your physical reality. So don't become anxious or doubtful if you don't see immediate results. Don't keep checking your bank account or looking for signs that it's working. This doubt and anxiety only serve to negate your affirmations. Instead, rest in the calm assurance that what you have assumed in your imagination must come to pass. Live each day from the state of being rich and abundant, regardless of appearances. Trust in the law, knowing that it never fails. As we come to the close of our discussion, I want to leave you with this final thought. You are the operant power in your world. Your consciousness is the only reality. What you assume to be true, what you feel to be real, must manifest in your world. The words "I am rich and abundant" are not just a phrase to be repeated. They are a state to be embodied, a truth to be lived. As you consistently assume this state, as you live from this truth, you will see your outer world reshape itself to match your inner conviction. Remember, this is not about forcing or struggling. It's about aligning yourself with your true nature, with the abundant essence of the universe. It's about remembering who you really are, a divine being, infinitely worthy, inherently abundant. So go forth from this place with a new understanding. Know that wealth and abundance are your birthright. Know that you have the power to create the life you desire. Know that as you prosper, you become a beacon of possibility for others. Carry the word "I'm rich and abundant" not just in your mind, but in your heart. Feel the truth of them in every cell of your body. Let them inform your thoughts, your words, your actions. Live from this state and watch as miracles unfold in your life. And always remember, the greatest gift you can give to the world is the fullest expression of yourself. As you step into your abundance, as you allow wealth to flow freely in your life, you give others permission to do the same. You become a living testament to the abundance of the universe. So I say to you one final time, you are rich, you are abundant. This is the truth of your being. Embrace it, live it, and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. Thank you for your attention. May you go forth and create a life of boundless wealth, prosperity, and abundance. The power is within you. The time is now. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. Embrace your divine inheritance and let your light shine brightly for all to see.
Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine holding a life of unimaginable wealth in your hands, not in some distant future, but as if it already exists. Feel the texture of that life, the freedom, the ease, the joy it brings. This is not wishful thinking, it is the power that transforms lives. We live in a world where reality constantly demands our attention, chaining us to what is visible and measurable. But the truth is, the visible is only a reflection of the invisible. The wealth you seek will never arrive if you anchor your mind solely in what is. Instead, to become super rich, you must shift your focus from reality to the unseen, to the vision of the life you desire. The first step is to understand this: the outer world is nothing but a mirror of your inner state. If you see lack, it's because your inner dialogue echoes with scarcity. If you see limitation, it's because your imagination has not been allowed to roam free. Wealth is not something you chase, it is something you summon by aligning your inner consciousness with abundance. Your present circumstances are only shadows of your past beliefs. To change them, stop giving energy to what you see and begin to focus on what you desire. Imagine vividly that you are already wealthy. How do you feel? How do you act? What does your life look like? Immerse yourself in that feeling until it becomes more real to you than the world around you. It is not enough to hope or want, you must embody the certainty that it already is. Doubt is the language of limitation. The moment you allow doubt to seep in, you reinforce the reality you're trying to escape. The path to wealth is a narrow one because it requires unyielding faith. Guard your mind as you would a treasure chest, allowing no thought of failure or scarcity to take root. When you plant a seed, do you dig it up every day to check if it's growing? No, you trust the process, knowing the seed will sprout in due time. Wealth works the same way. Your job is not to figure out how it will come. Your job is to align yourself with the feeling of already having it, trusting that the invisible forces of creation will arrange the rest. Words carry immense power. Speak about your wealth as though it's already yours. Declare it with conviction, even if the outer world hasn't caught up yet. When you say, "I am wealthy," you are not lying to yourself. You are commanding reality to align with your vision. Gratitude is the bridge between desire and manifestation. Be thankful not for what you have now, but for the wealth you know is on its way. When you live in gratitude, you tell the universe, "I trust you. I know you've already delivered my riches." And in that trust, miracles unfold. The moments before sleep are sacred. As you drift into unconsciousness, your mind is most impressionable. Visualize your wealthy life just before sleep, feeling the joy and security it brings. This practice sows seeds of abundance deep into your subconscious, where they will grow and bear fruit. Wealth is not a destination, it is a state of being. It is not reserved for a select few, it is available to anyone who dares to claim it. The key is to stop reacting to what is and start creating what will be. Shift your focus away from reality, not to escape it, but to reshape it. In the unseen lies the foundation of all visible wealth. Dare to believe, dare to feel, and dare to claim the riches that are already yours. The world will follow your lead, for creation begins not in action but in imagination. Wealth is not elusive. It is not a privilege granted to a select few. It is a state of consciousness, a mindset, a decision. To possess wealth outwardly, you must first possess it inwardly. It is not achieved through hard labor alone or through mere luck. It is a deliberate act of shifting your focus, a mastery of the unseen forces that govern reality. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances, for the power to change them lies entirely within you. Do not allow the noise of the external world to distract you from the truth. What you see with your physical eyes is not the ultimate reality. It is a reflection, a projection of the beliefs and feelings you hold deep within. If you look around and see lack, it is only because lack has found a place in your consciousness. If you see struggle, it is because struggle has become the story you tell yourself. But just as easily as you created these conditions, you can uncreate them and replace them with abundance. The key lies in mastering your imagination, for imagination is the foundation of creation. When you imagine wealth vividly and consistently, you activate a creative power that begins to mold the world around you to match your vision. Close your eyes and picture the life you desire, not as something distant or uncertain, but as something real, something present, something inevitable. Feel the joy of having it now. Feel the freedom, the security, the excitement of unlimited possibilities. The more you dwell in this state, the more real it becomes, until eventually the outer world has no choice but to align itself with your inner reality. Do not underestimate the power of feeling. It is not enough to think about wealth, you must feel it. Your emotions are the language through which you communicate with the infinite. When you feel wealthy, even if your bank account tells a different story, you are sending a signal to the universe that this is your truth. The universe, impartial and obedient, responds by rearranging circumstances to reflect that truth. This is not magic, it is law. What you feel, you attract. What you dwell upon, you become. But here lies the challenge. The present moment often screams for attention. It demands that you focus on what is rather than what could be. Bills must be paid, obligations met, and hardships endured. Yet if you allow these temporary conditions to dominate your focus, you only perpetuate them. The secret is to live in the world yet not be of it. To see the circumstances before you but refuse to accept them as permanent. To acknowledge the present while steadfastly believing in the vision of your future. Every moment you are faced with a choice. Will you let the evidence of your senses dictate your beliefs, or will you let your beliefs dictate the evidence of your senses? Choose wisely, for one path leads to stagnation and the other leads to transformation. When you shift your focus away from what is and toward what will be, you set a process in motion that cannot be stopped. You have planted the seed of wealth, and as long as you nurture it with faith and persistence, it must grow. Faith is the cornerstone of this process. Faith is not hope, it is certainty. It is knowing, without a shadow of a doubt, that your vision will become reality. When you have faith, you do not need to see immediate results to know that progress is being made. Just as the farmer trusts that the seed he plants will one day yield a harvest, so too must you trust that your vision of wealth will manifest. Doubt is the enemy of creation. To doubt is to dig up the seed before it has had a chance to grow. Guard your mind against doubt, for it has the power to undo all the work you have done. In this journey, patience is your ally. The outer world often takes time to catch up with your inner transformation. This is not a sign of failure, but a natural part of the process. Do not let impatience derail you. Persist in your imagination, no matter how long it takes. The longer you hold the vision, the stronger it becomes, and the more inevitable its manifestation. Remember, the wealth you seek is not outside of you. It is within you, waiting to be claimed. The circumstances of your life do not determine your wealth, your consciousness does. Change your consciousness, and your circumstances must follow. This is not a theory or a philosophy, it is a law, as reliable as gravity. When you align yourself with the feeling of already being wealthy, the universe responds with opportunities, ideas and resources that bring your vision to life. One of the most powerful tools you have is your words. Speak as though your wealth is already a reality. Declare it with confidence, not as something you hope for, but as something you know to be true. Words are not just sounds, they are commands that shape the fabric of reality. When you say, "I am wealthy," you are not pretending or deceiving yourself. You are affirming the truth of your inner vision, and in doing so, you are calling it into existence. Gratitude is another key to unlocking wealth. Be grateful, not only for what you have, but for what you are becoming. Gratitude creates a powerful vibration that attracts more of what you appreciate. When you give thanks for your wealth, even before it has appeared in physical form, you create a state of receptivity that allows it to flow into your life. Gratitude is the language of abundance. Use it often and watch how your reality begins to shift. Nighttime offers a unique opportunity to reinforce your vision. As you drift off to sleep, your mind is in a state of heightened receptivity. Use this time to imagine your wealthy life in vivid detail. See yourself living in the home of your dreams, traveling to the places you've always wanted to visit, sharing your abundance with those you love. Feel the emotions of gratitude and joy, as though it is all happening now. This practice imprints your vision onto your subconscious mind, which then works tirelessly to bring it to fruition. Persist in this work, even when the outer world shows no immediate signs of change. The process of creation takes time, and the greatest transformations often happen beneath the surface, invisible to the eye. Do not let appearances discourage you. Hold steadfast to your vision, knowing that it is already on its way. Reality must conform to the beliefs you hold with conviction. This is not a possibility, it is a certainty. Wealth is your birthright, but it is not something that can be claimed through effort alone. It must first be claimed in consciousness. The world will try to convince you otherwise. It will tell you that you must work harder, sacrifice more, and settle for less. Do not listen to these voices. They speak from ignorance, not truth. The truth is that you are the creator of your reality, and wealth is yours for the taking when you align yourself with its frequency. Let your imagination be your guide. Let your feelings be your compass. Let your faith be your foundation. When you shift your focus away from the limitations of reality and toward the boundless possibilities of your vision, you unlock a power within you that is greater than any obstacle, greater than any challenge, greater than any circumstance. You become a magnet for wealth, a creator of abundance, a master of your destiny. The power of your focus determines the trajectory of your life. Where your attention flows, energy goes, and where energy flows, creation happens. To become super rich, you must discipline your mind to dwell not on what is lacking, but on what is abundant. This practice of shifting focus is not an escape from reality, but a deliberate act of creation. You are not ignoring the world as it appears, you are transcending it, seeing through the illusion of limitation to the infinite abundance that lies beneath. You must cultivate a vision of wealth so vivid and so compelling that it becomes more real to you than the physical circumstances surrounding you. Every day, revisit this vision. Engage with it fully. Hear the sounds, see the sights, and feel the textures of your imagined reality. When you walk, walk with the confidence of someone who has already achieved great success. When you speak, speak with the authority of one who knows their worth. By embodying this state of mind, you transform your entire being into a vessel ready to receive abundance. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, whispering that your dreams are too big or that your circumstances are too dire. Recognize these thoughts for what they are: remnants of an old mindset that no longer serves you. Do not fight them or resist them. Instead, gently redirect your focus back to your vision. The more you do this, the weaker those doubts become, until they fade into the background, replaced by the certainty of your success. It is essential to guard your mind against negativity. The world is filled with voices that will try to convince you that wealth is difficult to achieve, that opportunities are scarce, or that you are undeserving. These are lies born of fear and ignorance. Do not let them take root in your consciousness. Instead, surround yourself with positive influences, books, people, and environments that uplift and inspire you. Create a sanctuary in your mind where only thoughts of abundance and possibility are allowed to enter. As you continue this journey, you will notice changes not just in your external circumstances, but in your internal state. You will feel lighter, freer, more confident. This is a sign that you are aligning with the energy of abundance. Embrace this feeling. Let it guide you in your actions, decisions, and interactions. When you operate from a place of abundance, you naturally attract opportunities that resonate with that energy. You find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, and encountering the right ideas. Wealth is not a solitary pursuit. It is a flow, a circulation of energy that touches the lives of many. As you step into your abundance, remember to share it freely. Give generously, not out of obligation, but out of joy. When you give, you reinforce the belief that there is always more than enough. This creates a cycle of giving and receiving that multiplies your wealth many times over. Generosity is not a drain on your resources, it is a catalyst for greater abundance. Your imagination is the workshop of the soul, the place where all great achievements begin. Use it wisely. Do not squander it on idle fantasies or fearful thoughts. Instead, channel it into the creation of your ideal life. Imagine not just wealth, but also the impact you will make, the lives you will touch, and the legacy you will leave behind. Let this vision inspire you to take bold, decisive action. Each step you take in alignment with your vision brings you closer to its realization. The journey to wealth is as much about personal growth as it is about financial gain. As you expand your consciousness to include greater abundance, you will discover strengths and talents you never knew you had. You will become more resourceful, more resilient, and more attuned to the opportunities around you. This is the true wealth, the ability to create, adapt, and thrive no matter the circumstances. Money is simply a reflection of this inner richness. The process of becoming super rich is not a straight line. There will be setbacks, detours, and challenges along the way. But these are not obstacles, they are opportunities for growth. Each challenge you face is a chance to reaffirm your commitment to your vision. Do not view these moments as failures, but as stepping stones on the path to success. With each challenge you overcome, you grow stronger, more focused, and more capable of handling even greater abundance. The laws of the universe are unchanging. What you focus on expands. What you feel, you attract. What you believe, you become. These are not mere words, but principles that govern the fabric of reality. Align yourself with these laws, and there is no limit to what you can achieve. Do not wait for the perfect moment to begin, for the perfect moment is now. Start where you are, with what you have, and trust that everything else will fall into place. The wealth you desire is already yours. It exists in the unseen, waiting for you to claim it. All that is required is a shift in focus, a realignment of your thoughts and feelings with the frequency of abundance. Do not let appearances deceive you. What you see is not all that there is. Beneath the surface lies a limitless field of potential, ready to be shaped by your imagination and will. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a creator, a master of your destiny. Let this truth guide you as you move forward. Live each day as though your wealth has already manifested. Act with confidence, speak with authority, and think with clarity. The more you embody the state of being rich, the faster it becomes your reality. This is not a matter of if but when. Hold your vision, trust the process, and know that your success is inevitable. You are destined for greatness, and nothing can stand in your way. The universe is conspiring in your favor, ready to deliver the abundance you so richly deserve. Your destiny is shaped by the thoughts you persistently entertain. If you continually see yourself in lack, your world will mirror that lack. But if you shift your focus to abundance, to the life of unimaginable wealth and joy that you desire, then your reality must align with that focus. This is not wishful thinking, it is the law. The unseen powers that govern this universe respond not to your words or hopes, but to the deep convictions of your heart. You must take this truth and live it. Walk through each day as if you have already attained the wealth you seek. Feel the security it brings, the freedom it provides, and the joy it offers. These feelings are the currency of creation. They carry the blueprint of your desires into the fabric of reality. Every time you feel grateful for a life of abundance, even if it has not yet materialized in the physical realm, you are planting seeds that will inevitably grow into your experience. Do not concern yourself with the how. The path to your riches is not your concern. Your task is to focus on the end, to live in the fulfillment of your desire, as if it were already true. The how is the work of the unseen forces that respond to your belief. Trust this process. Doubt is the only thing that can delay your progress. If doubts arise, do not fight them. Acknowledge them, and then gently return your focus to your vision. Consistency is your greatest ally. Your wealth will come through avenues you cannot predict. It may arrive as a sudden opportunity, an inspired idea, or a chance meeting. Be open to these signs and act on them with confidence. When you move in alignment with your vision, you will find that doors open effortlessly, resources appear, and circumstances rearrange themselves to support your success. This is not coincidence, it is the manifestation of your focus and belief. Money is energy, and like all energy, it flows where it is invited and stays where it is valued. To attract wealth, you must cultivate a mindset of respect and appreciation for money. See it not as something to be hoarded or feared, but as a tool for creation and contribution. When you use money with purpose and gratitude, you create a flow that brings even more into your life. This flow is infinite, as long as you remain aligned with the energy of abundance. Every moment is an opportunity to affirm your wealth. Your words, thoughts, and actions must all align with the life you are creating. Speak only of prosperity, think only of possibility, and act as if your wealth is already here. This alignment creates a powerful resonance that draws your vision into reality. It is not enough to wish for wealth, you must embody it. Be the person who is already rich, and the world will reflect that truth back to you. Imagine for a moment that you are an artist, and your life is the canvas. Your thoughts are the brushstrokes, your feelings the colors, and your actions the composition. What masterpiece are you creating? Are you painting a picture of scarcity and struggle, or one of abundance and joy? The choice is yours. You have the power to create anything you desire. All it takes is a shift in focus, a decision to see beyond the limitations of the present and into the limitless possibilities of the future. The world around you is not fixed. It is fluid, malleable, and responsive to your inner state. When you change your focus, you change the world. This is why it is so important to guard your thoughts and feelings. Do not let the negativity of others or the challenges of life distract you from your vision. Stay committed, stay focused, and stay inspired. Your persistence will pay off, and the wealth you seek will become your reality. This journey is not without its tests. There will be times when circumstances seem to contradict your vision, when the evidence of the senses tempts you to abandon your belief. These moments are not setbacks, they are opportunities to strengthen your faith. When you remain steadfast in your focus, even in the face of apparent lack, you demonstrate the power of your conviction. And it is this unwavering belief that moves mountains and creates miracles. You are not limited by your past, your circumstances, or your current resources. These are but fleeting conditions, subject to change the moment you shift your focus. Do not dwell on what has been or what is. Instead, fix your gaze firmly on what will be. The future is yours to create, and it begins now, in this moment, with the thoughts you choose to think and the feelings you choose to feel. Make them count. Your imagination is your greatest asset. It is the tool through which you shape your reality. Use it wisely. Spend time each day visualizing your ideal life in vivid detail. See yourself living in the home of your dreams, driving the car you desire, traveling to the places that inspire you. Feel the joy, the freedom, and the gratitude of having it all. This is not a mere exercise, it is a rehearsal for the life that is coming to you. As you continue to focus on your vision, you will notice subtle shifts in your world. These are the first signs of your manifestation taking form. Celebrate them, no matter how small they may seem. Each shift is a confirmation that your focus is working, that your belief is creating change. Let these signs fuel your confidence and strengthen your commitment to your vision. The wealth you desire is not just for you. It is a gift to be shared, a blessing to be multiplied. When you give from a place of abundance, you affirm the truth of your wealth. Giving is not a loss, it is an expansion. The more you give, the more you receive, for in the act of giving, you align yourself with the flow of abundance. Let your wealth be a source of joy and inspiration to others, a testament to the power of focus and belief. You are more powerful than you know. Within you lies the ability to create a life of unimaginable wealth and joy. All it takes is a shift in focus, a decision to see beyond the limitations of the present and into the infinite possibilities of the future. Trust in this power, use it wisely, and know that the wealth you seek is already yours, waiting for you to claim it. Every thought, every feeling, every action you take in alignment with this truth brings you closer to the life you desire. You are the creator of your reality, the master of your destiny, and the architect of your dreams. Embrace this truth and let it guide you to the abundance that is your birthright. When you allow your inner vision to take precedence over the outer reality, you enter a realm where anything becomes possible. This is not escapism, it is mastery. To shift your focus away from the constraints of what is and immerse yourself in the creative power of what can be is to wield the same force that brought the universe into being. You align yourself with the essence of creation itself, and in doing so you summon the resources, opportunities, and experiences necessary to fulfill your desires. There will be those who question this approach, who insist on clinging to the tangible, the measurable, and the observable. They may call your dreams unrealistic or your focus impractical. But understand this, the reality they hold so tightly to is but a reflection of their own limited beliefs. Do not let their doubts become your doubts. Stand firm in your conviction, for the power within you is greater than any opinion or circumstance. Each day you must act as the person you wish to become. This means more than visualizing your desires, it means living them in your mind and actions. Dress, speak, and carry yourself as though you are already wealthy. Let your attitude and demeanor reflect the abundance you know is yours. This is not pretension, it is preparation. You are aligning your external actions with your internal state, creating a harmony that accelerates the manifestation of your desires. You will find that as you embody this new identity, the world begins to respond differently to you. People will see the confidence in your stride, the certainty in your voice, and the vision in your eyes. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will come knocking at your door. This is not luck or coincidence, it is the inevitable outcome of living in alignment with your vision. The universe cannot help but match the energy you project. Remember, you are not chasing wealth, you are attracting it. Chasing implies lack, a belief that what you desire is separate from you. Attraction, on the other hand, is a recognition that wealth is already yours in essence, awaiting your alignment to bring it into form. This subtle but profound shift in perspective changes everything. When you stop seeking and start embodying, you move from a state of striving to one of receiving. Gratitude is a powerful force in this process. Even before your wealth appears in tangible form, give thanks for it as though it is already here. Gratitude is the language of abundance, a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. When you feel grateful, you create a vibration that resonates with the wealth you desire, drawing it into your experience. Begin and end each day with gratitude, not just for what you have, but for what you know is on its way. Do not underestimate the power of persistence. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when the evidence of your senses seems to contradict your vision. In these moments, return to the truth of your inner world. Reaffirm your focus and remind yourself that the outer reality is merely a reflection of past thoughts and beliefs. It is in these moments of challenge that your faith is tested and strengthened. Stay the course, for the reward is worth every ounce of effort. As you navigate this journey, be mindful of the stories you tell yourself and others. Words are not just expressions, they are declarations of your belief. Speak only of abundance, possibility, and success. Avoid the temptation to complain or dwell on limitations, for every word you speak reinforces a reality. Let your words be a reflection of the life you are creating, not the life you are leaving behind. Time is not your enemy, it is your ally. Trust in the divine timing of your manifestations. The universe operates with precision, orchestrating events and circumstances in ways that may be invisible to you. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean it is not happening. Trust that every step you take, every thought you think, and every feeling you cultivate is moving you closer to your goal. Patience is not passive, it is an active state of faith. Surround yourself with images, symbols, and reminders of the wealth you desire. Create a vision board, write affirmations, or place objects in your environment that evoke the feelings of abundance. These physical representations serve as anchors for your focus, keeping your vision alive and vibrant. They remind you of what you are creating and reinforce your commitment to the process. Do not fear failure or setbacks. They are not signs that you are off course, but rather opportunities for growth and refinement. Each challenge you face is a lesson, each obstacle a stepping stone. Embrace them as part of your journey, knowing that they are shaping you into the person who can sustain the wealth you are attracting. Failure is not the end, it is a necessary ingredient in the recipe for success. Your imagination is infinite, and so are your possibilities. Do not limit your vision to what seems reasonable or attainable. Dream boldly, for the size of your vision determines the size of your success. The universe does not recognize limits, it responds to the energy and clarity of your focus. If you can imagine it and believe in it, you can achieve it. Let your imagination be the blueprint for the life of wealth and joy you desire. Take time each day to connect with the stillness within you. This is where your true power lies, in the quiet depths of your being. In this stillness, you can access the wisdom, guidance, and inspiration that will light your path. Meditation, prayer, or simply moments of silence can help you reconnect with your inner world and realign with your vision. This is not a luxury, it is a necessity for those who seek to create extraordinary lives. You are not alone in this journey. There is a force greater than you, a divine intelligence that supports and guides you. Trust in this power and know that it is always working on your behalf. When you feel overwhelmed or uncertain, surrender your doubts to this higher power. Let it carry your burdens and illuminate your path. Faith is not a weakness, it is the greatest strength you can possess. Your wealth is not just a destination, it is a journey of transformation. As you align with abundance, you will discover strengths, talents, and capacities within yourself that you never knew existed. You will grow in confidence, wisdom, and compassion. The person you become in the process of attracting wealth is the greatest reward of all. Let this journey be as much about who you are becoming as it is about what you are achieving. The power to create wealth lies within you, waiting to be awakened. It is not something you must acquire or achieve, it is something you must realize. The moment you shift your focus, you activate this power and set into motion the forces that will bring your desires into reality. Do not wait for permission or approval. Claim your power now and let it guide you to the life of abundance and joy that is your birthright. In closing, remember that the journey to extraordinary wealth and abundance begins and ends within you. It is not a matter of external circumstances or luck, but a deliberate shift in focus, belief, and imagination. As you align your thoughts with your desires and embody the person you wish to become, the world around you will inevitably reshape itself to reflect this new reality. Trust the process, remain steadfast in your vision, and nurture unwavering faith in the unseen. You are a creator, a vessel of infinite potential, and the architect of your destiny. Let your imagination lead, let gratitude anchor you, and let persistence carry you forward. The wealth you seek is already yours in essence. Claim it boldly, live it fully, and let it flow effortlessly into your experience. The life of your dreams is not just possible, it is waiting for you to embrace it. The universe is a magnificent mirror, reflecting back the energy you project into it. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold, these are the frequencies you send out into the vast expanse. The universe, with its infinite wisdom, responds not to your words, not to your wishes, but to the energy behind them. It doesn't matter if you say you want abundance. If your energy vibrates with doubt or fear, the universe will echo that back to you. To align with the universe and manifest your desires within 48 hours, you must first take responsibility for your inner world. Begin by quieting your mind and tuning into your heart. Feel the stillness, the peace that already exists within you. This is your connection to the divine energy that powers the universe. When you cultivate this sense of peace, you elevate your frequency, opening the channels for your desires to flow into your life effortlessly. The secret lies in living as though your desires have already manifested. Don't wait for the evidence to feel grateful, feel the gratitude now. Don't wait for success to feel confident, embody that confidence in this very moment. When you act and feel as though your dreams are already real, you send a powerful signal to the universe. That signal says, I am ready, I am aligned, I am open to receive, and the universe cannot help but respond in kind. Visualization is your tool for bending reality. Close your eyes and see yourself living the life you dream of. Feel it with every fiber of your being. Smell the air, hear the sounds, and experience the joy as if it's happening now. Hold this vision in your mind, not with a sense of longing, but with a sense of knowing. You are not asking for something outside of yourself. You are recognizing the infinite power within you to call it into existence. Energy flows where attention goes. What you focus on expands. Release the grip of doubt, fear, and negativity. Instead, fill your mind with thoughts that empower you. Speak words that uplift you. Surround yourself with people and environments that match the vibration of your desires. Every moment is an opportunity to choose alignment, to choose faith, to choose love. Trust the process. You don't need to know how your desires will come to you. The universe orchestrates miracles far beyond your imagination. Your job is to stay in alignment, to keep your energy pure and high, and to move with inspired action when the opportunity arises. Be patient, but be unwavering in your belief. Know that what you have set in motion cannot be stopped. Your energy is your greatest currency. The universe is always listening, always responding. Shift your energy, and you will shift your reality. This is not magic, it is the divine law of creation. You hold the power, and the universe is ready to meet you. The energy you project into the universe is not just a force, it is a language, a conversation with the divine fabric of existence. Everything around you, every experience, every person you encounter is a response to this unspoken dialogue. The universe doesn't interpret words as you might think. Instead, it reads the vibration behind them. It listens to your feelings, your beliefs, and the energy you emit consistently. Imagine for a moment that you are a magnet. This magnet doesn't pull or push based on effort, it simply attracts what is aligned with its frequency. If you hold an energy of abundance, joy, and certainty, you will naturally draw circumstances, opportunities, and people that resonate with those vibrations. Conversely, if your energy is steeped in fear, doubt, or resentment, The universe mirrors those frequencies back to you as well. It's not about blame or punishment, it's about alignment and resonance. The key to unlocking the manifestation of your desires lies in deliberate creation. This starts with clarity. The universe thrives on specificity, not because it needs your detailed instructions, but because clarity shapes your own energy. Take time to visualize exactly what you want. If it's success, imagine the feeling of accomplishment as if it has already arrived. If it's love, feel the warmth of that connection in your heart. The clearer your vision, the more precise your vibration, and the stronger the universe's response. Gratitude amplifies this process exponentially. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it's a frequency that aligns you with the abundance of the universe. When you are grateful, you are in a state of receiving. You signal to the universe that you recognize the blessings already present in your life, no matter how small. This recognition creates a powerful ripple effect. The more you express gratitude, the more the universe gives you reasons to be grateful. It becomes a cycle of abundance, a continuous flow of giving and receiving. However, this process requires faith. Faith is not passive, it is active and alive. Faith means trusting the unseen, believing in the reality of your desires before they manifest. It's easy to doubt when evidence is lacking, but true faith doesn't rely on what the eyes can see. Instead, it looks inward, to the power of your own energy and the infinite potential of the universe. When you trust deeply, you remove resistance, and in doing so, you create space for miracles to unfold. Resistance is the only thing that can slow down or block the manifestation of your desires. Resistance often takes the form of negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, or emotional baggage. It's the voice that says, "I'm not good enough," or "this is too hard," or "why hasn't it happened yet?" To dissolve resistance, you must become aware of it. Notice these thoughts without judgment and replace them with empowering affirmations. Remind yourself that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that the universe is always working in your favor. Letting go is another essential piece of the puzzle. This doesn't mean giving up on your desires, it means releasing the need to control how and when they will come to fruition. When you cling tightly to an outcome, you send a message of lack and desperation. But when you let go, you show trust in the process. You allow the universe to bring your desires to you in the most perfect way and at the most divine time. Letting go is freedom. It's the act of stepping back and allowing the flow of energy to guide you. Your energy also thrives in the present moment. The past is a memory, and the future is a potential. Neither holds the power that the present does. When you dwell in the present, fully immersed in the here and now, your energy becomes pure and potent. In this state, you align with the creative force of the universe. You can feel your connection to everything, and it is in this connection that your power to manifest becomes limitless. Visualization is more than just seeing images in your mind, it's about embodying the emotions and sensations of your desired reality. When you visualize, engage all your senses. Hear the sounds, feel the textures, smell the scents, and see the details vividly. But most importantly, feel the joy, the excitement, the peace, or whatever emotion your desire brings. This emotional engagement raises your vibration and creates a magnetic pull toward your desires. The more often you practice this, the stronger your connection to your manifestations becomes. Action is an extension of your energy. While your vibration sets the foundation, inspired action bridges the gap between your desires and their physical manifestation. Inspired action doesn't feel forced, it feels natural and aligned. It's the idea that comes to you unexpectedly, the opportunity that seems to appear out of nowhere. When these moments arise, act on them with confidence. Trust that these are the breadcrumbs the universe has laid out for you to follow. Forgiveness is a profound way to clear energy and make space for manifestation. When you hold on to resentment or anger, you anchor yourself to lower vibrations. Forgiveness isn't about condoning what happened, it's about releasing the weight of it. By forgiving others and yourself, you free your energy, allowing it to flow freely toward what you desire. This act of letting go opens doors that were previously blocked by negative emotions. Self-love is at the core of manifestation. The way you treat yourself, the thoughts you think about yourself, and the energy you direct inward all contribute to your vibration. When you love yourself unconditionally, you align with the energy of the universe, which is pure love. Speak kindly to yourself, honor your needs, and celebrate your journey. The more you pour love into yourself, the more the universe reflects that love back to you in the form of your desires. Meditation is a powerful tool for aligning your energy. It allows you to quiet the noise of the outside world and connect deeply with your inner self. In this state of stillness, you can tune into the frequency of your desires and reinforce your alignment with the universe. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can create profound shifts in your energy and bring clarity to your intentions. Remember, the universe responds not just to what you want, but to who you are being. If you want abundance, embody abundance. If you want love, embody love. Become the energy of your desires, and the universe will respond in kind. This is the law of resonance, the principle that like attracts like. You are not separate from your desires, you are one with them. When you embrace this truth, manifestation becomes a natural extension of your being. Keep your faith unshakable, your energy aligned, and your actions inspired. Know that the universe is always working in harmony with your highest good. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take contributes to the reality you experience. You are the creator, and the universe is your willing partner, ready to bring your dreams into reality. The essence of creation lies in the understanding that everything is energy. The walls around you, the air you breathe, even the thoughts you think, all of it vibrates at specific frequencies. These vibrations interact constantly, shaping the reality you experience. When you grasp this fundamental truth, you realize that your thoughts and emotions are not trivial, they are powerful forces capable of shifting the fabric of your existence. You must learn to direct this energy intentionally. Many people move through life unaware of the energy they are emitting. They focus on what they lack, complain about circumstances, and dwell on fears. This scattered negative energy sends mixed signals to the universe, and the response is equally chaotic. To manifest effectively, you must become a master of your inner world. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. The universe doesn't distinguish between I want and I don't want. It responds solely to the energy behind your focus. Emotions are the fuel that drives your manifestations. If thoughts are the blueprint, emotions are the engine. When you feel joy, gratitude, and love, you radiate high-frequency energy that aligns with the flow of abundance in the universe. On the other hand, feelings of anger, envy, or despair create resistance, blocking the flow. This is why it's essential to cultivate positive emotions, even when external circumstances seem challenging. Your feelings are your greatest tools for shaping your reality. Affirmations are a powerful way to realign your energy. Words carry vibrations, and when spoken with belief and intention, they can transform your energy. Affirmations are not about convincing yourself of something false, they are about affirming the truth of your potential. Speak as though your desires are already yours. Say, I am abundant, I am loved, I am successful. Let these words sink into your being and become the foundation of your energy. Over time, these affirmations reshape your subconscious mind, which in turn reshapes your reality. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is equally crucial. Energy is contagious, and the people and spaces you immerse yourself in influence your vibration. Seek out environments that uplift you, inspire you, and align with your desires. Avoid toxic influences that drain your energy or pull you into negativity. Your surroundings should reflect the life you are manifesting, creating a sanctuary where your energy can flourish. One of the most underestimated aspects of manifestation is self-belief. You cannot receive what you do not believe you deserve. If deep down you feel unworthy of love, success, or happiness, your energy will reflect that belief, and the universe will mirror it back to you. To shift this, you must cultivate a sense of worthiness. Recognize that you are a divine being, inherently worthy of every good thing. Your worth is not determined by your past mistakes or external achievements, it is intrinsic and unchanging. Patience is a virtue in this process. While some manifestations can occur rapidly, others require time to align. The universe operates on divine timing, orchestrating events in a way that serves your highest good. Trust in this timing. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, nurture it, and trust that it will bloom in its season. Manifestation works the same way. Stay focused, stay aligned, and trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. Doubt is the thief of manifestation. It creeps in when you let external circumstances dictate your energy. Perhaps you look at your bank account or your relationship status and think, this isn't working. But manifestation requires unwavering faith. Even when reality seems to contradict your desires, hold on to your vision. Remember, your current circumstances are not your final destination, they are simply the result of past energy. Shift your focus to the future you are creating, and let that guide your feelings and actions. One of the most powerful practices for aligning your energy is to act as if your desire has already manifested. If you want wealth, carry yourself with the confidence of someone who is financially free. If you desire love, embody the qualities of a loving partner. Acting as if bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It aligns your energy with your desires, signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. Journaling can also be a transformative tool in this journey. When you write about your desires as though they have already come true, you anchor them in your reality. Begin each entry with, "I am so grateful that," and describe your life in vivid detail. Pour your emotions onto the page, feeling the joy and excitement of living your dream. This practice not only clarifies your vision but also intensifies the vibration you emit. Sleep is another powerful state for manifestation. As you drift off to sleep, your subconscious mind becomes highly receptive. Use this time to impress your desires upon your mind. Visualize your dreams as though they are happening right now. Feel the emotions of having them and let those feelings carry you into sleep. During the night, your subconscious will work tirelessly to align your energy with your desires, drawing them closer to you. Let go of the need to know every step of the journey. The how is not your responsibility, it belongs to the universe. Your job is to maintain your energy and take inspired action when opportunities present themselves. When you release the need for control, you open yourself to possibilities far greater than you could imagine. Trust that the universe has a plan, one that is perfectly tailored to your growth and fulfillment. Energy alignment is not a one-time event, it is a continuous practice. There will be moments when you falter, when doubt creeps in, or when external circumstances challenge your faith. In those moments, return to your center. Meditate, visualize, affirm, and feel gratitude. These practices are your tools for recalibrating your energy and staying on the path of manifestation. Understand that you are not separate from the universe, you are a part of it. The same energy that moves the stars, grows the trees, and creates life itself flows through you. You are a co-creator, and your energy is your contribution to the grand design. When you align with this truth, you step into your power, realizing that the universe is not outside of you but within you. Everything you desire is already available in the infinite field of possibilities. The moment you align your energy with it, you draw it into your reality. This is not a process of chasing or striving, it is a process of becoming. As you shift your energy, the universe shifts with you, responding to your vibration with precision and grace. Your journey of manifestation is a sacred dance with the universe. It is a journey of trust, alignment, and unwavering belief. Every thought, every feeling, and every action is a step in this dance, moving you closer to the life you envision. Embrace the process, cherish the lessons, and know that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. You are the creator, and your energy is the key to manifesting everything you desire. Each moment you spend cultivating the right energy brings you closer to the reality you desire. Think of your thoughts and emotions as a river flowing towards a destination. The strength and clarity of that flow determine how quickly and smoothly you reach your goal. When you allow negativity, doubt, or fear to enter, it's like placing obstacles in the river, slowing down or even redirecting its path. But when you maintain a steady current of belief, gratitude, and joy, the river becomes unstoppable. Your imagination is one of the greatest tools in shaping your energy. Visualizing is not merely daydreaming, it is an act of creation. When you close your eyes and vividly picture your desired life, you send a signal to the universe that says, "This is my reality." The clearer and more emotionally charged your visualization, the stronger that signal becomes. See yourself walking through the home of your dreams. Hear the laughter of your loved ones. Feel the excitement of achieving your goals. Let every sense come alive in your mind, making the vision as real as possible. Gratitude is a magnetic force that amplifies your energy. When you focus on what you are thankful for, you shift your attention away from lack and towards abundance. This shift not only uplifts your spirit but also aligns you with the frequency of receiving. Start each day by listing a few things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Feel the warmth of gratitude in your heart and let it radiate outward. The more you appreciate the good in your life, the more good the universe will bring to you. Intuition plays a pivotal role in the manifestation process. Often the universe responds to your energy by presenting opportunities, ideas, or nudges that guide you towards your desires. These moments of insight may come as a quiet whisper, a sudden inspiration, or a feeling that something is right. Trust these signs and act on them without hesitation. Intuition is the language of the universe, and by listening to it, you align yourself with its flow. Forgiveness is another vital aspect of maintaining high-frequency energy. Holding on to resentment, anger, or guilt weighs down your vibration, creating resistance in the manifestation process. To truly align with abundance, you must let go of past hurts and mistakes. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrongs, but about freeing yourself from the emotional burden they carry. Release those negative energies and make space for the blessings that are waiting to enter your life. Faith is the foundation of all manifestation. Even when the path ahead is unclear or obstacles arise, hold on to the belief that your desires are on their way. Faith is not about ignoring reality, but about trusting in possibilities beyond what you can see. It is the bridge between your present circumstances and your future dreams. With faith, you create a powerful resonance that draws your desires closer with unwavering certainty. There is a balance to be struck between intention and surrender. While it's important to focus on what you want and take inspired action, it's equally crucial to release the need to control every detail. Obsessing over outcomes or timelines creates tension and blocks the flow of energy. Instead, set your intentions clearly, align your energy with them, and then let go. Trust that the universe knows the best way to bring your desires to fruition. The people you interact with can have a profound effect on your energy. Choose to surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, who believe in your dreams and encourage your growth. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy or fill your mind with doubt. Your circle should reflect the life you are creating, acting as a source of support and positivity. Meditation is a powerful practice for aligning your energy. In stillness, you connect with the essence of the universe and gain clarity on your desires. Use meditation to quiet your mind, visualize your goals, and tune into the frequency of abundance. Even a few minutes a day can create a profound shift in your energy, helping you manifest more effectively.